All right, y'all. What's going on? What's going on? We are back, episode 2, the Bandsman Corner podcast. We have a special guest. If you all don't know who this man is, you should know who he is. You've been living under a rock if you don't. But for the people who don't know him, man, introduce yourself.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Mr. Christopher Herrero, director of bands of the great Edna Karr High School. Team Bust 'em Up, the best band in the city of New Orleans, the most electrifying band in the United States. What's going on, everybody?
What's going on? What's going on, man? William, introduce yourself, man, for the people who didn't see episode 1.
I'm William. I'm the media director for Plagma High School band.
So, with that being said, man, it's parade season, y'all. It's parade season. So, I seen y'all just dropped y'all schedule, man. What parade are y'all really looking forward to?
Man, every single one, every single parade, man, because every time we step out into the street, there's another opportunity to showcase the talent that our kids have to the world.
Nah, Chalupa, bro. You know, I gotta get kind of petty with you, bro.
All right, get petty,
About
bro, because I'll get petty right back, bro.
about my video, man. I'm
Before you
still
get
feeling
petty,
kind of.
bro, I'm gonna get on you. Before we get to the video, bro. How
Hey,
the way
hey,
you got
look, man.
my last? Hold up. How you get my
Look,
last
Chalupa, you
name
already know
in
what I'm talking about. I'm
quotation?
still feeling kind of salty about that, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh man, you try it, bro. Everybody ain't me. Everybody can't pull me off, you know.
Hey, all I was missing was the hair, bro. I had everything else down.
No, you
I
did
had
it.
everything else
No,
down.
you did it. No, you did not. You did not have no energy. You didn't have that it factor. That's what it was. You was missing that it
Hey,
factor.
look, y'all. I didn't want to wake the neighbors up. They real sensitive around here. So I
Ah,
had to go mild on that one.
man, if you're gonna do it, you gotta do it right. You gotta go 110%. I give 110% every time. So if you're gonna do it, you gotta do it right. But back to you, bro, man. How on the flyer you got my last name in parentheses like that's my nickname? Herrero is my last name, bro. You got that in parentheses. Chalupa is my nickname.
Hey, look, my bad, y'all. I was rushing. I was at work while I was doing it, so my fault, y'all. But okay, so besides Karr, give me your top 5 New Orleans schools parade season. Preseason.
Edna Karr. Parade. Well, my prediction is gonna be Edna Karr. Team Bust 'em Up.
Yes, man.
EK. The Karr Cougars. And the Inspired Nola School and Edna Karr High School Cougars.
This man.
Oh.
Nah, Chalupa, bro. You know Johnny not gonna like that, bro.
Hey, I'm a grown ass man. I don't care what nobody like.
William, man, you got some questions for him?
Man, what y'all looking forward to for parade season, man? What y'all got going on down there? Anything special happening? Anything exciting?
Oh man, well, definitely the first parade. That's what everybody's looking forward to. Everybody's looking forward to the first parade when everybody's out there, just because it's the first chance everybody gets to see each other, and it's gonna be battles galore. It's gonna be World War III out there on the neutral grounds for the first parade on February
Mm.
2nd. They have a lot of parades back to back to back. That first day, February 2nd, they have I forgot what was first. Then they got Cleopatra second. Then they got Allah. We're in Allah, the third one.
Mm-hmm.
So I know it's gonna be World War III out there. Everybody's gonna be trying to get at everybody. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Mm.
And then after that, you're gonna get it on every single parade.
Man. Oh, this is what I wanted to ask you, Chalupa, man.
Yeah.
So I know y'all marched to the old car building. When do y'all do that?
That is for Karr students to know and Karr students to know only.
Oh Lord, this man. This man.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
that's a
but
tradition.
just
That's a tradition we started at well, once we moved into the new building. We moved into the new building right during the pandemic when we were virtual. So what it was, parade season 21. I started making sure we started a new tradition to one of those days. I ain't gonna say when. If you a Karr student, you know when. Um, marching back to the old school, going because it's like about a mile apart, mile and some
mm-hmm,
change apart from the new campus to the old campus.
mm-hmm.
So that's like the going back to the Mecca, knowing where you came from, never forgetting where you came from. That's very important to me, and making sure that our students from here on to the future to when I'm long and gone and under the ground, people will still have that tradition of going from 4400 Jeremiah to 3332 Huntley Drive.
Somebody in the comments said Carr always look disciplined in uniform, collegiate like.
Oh man, thank you. I appreciate that. That's something that we strive for. I'm always telling my students that discipline is number one. You can't have, you cannot have anything else without discipline. If you look at the top two bands normally every year, which is Jackson State and Southern, discipline is the main thing you see. You could be very intimidated just looking disciplined. And that's something that we stress to our students, not just discipline in the band room, but discipline in applying it to life. Because band is just more than music. We're teaching life skills, and discipline is a huge life skill that our students and ourselves need as human beings throughout life to make sure we are successful in life.
Mhm. So, question, man, as far as like your section leaders, how does that process go? Like, how do you determine who's going to be section leader, or do you let the band decide that?
Oh no, that's definitely a staff decision. Um, what I do, well, I started this during the pandemic, having a little application form. They got to fill out. But normally the staff and myself, the whole Karr band staff, we talk about the pros and cons of people who are interested in being section leaders, and we look at the pros and cons and where they are as potential leaders, and making sure we help them grow and mature. Because if you're a section leader, that's a big responsibility. You put a lot on their plate. They're almost like mini band directors, and so we just make sure we gauge. We talk about the whole year, how much they've grown, how much they've matured, the potential they have to mature, um, and whatnot.
Okay. So, man, so what would you say if you had to pick? What would be like your personal favorite song that you wrote for Carr?
Ah, you know, um, when I got to Carr, well, I'm a Carr graduate, right?
Mhm.
And when I got back to Carr, after I graduated from Jackson State, they did not have the correct fight song, the correct alma mater. They didn't have traditional songs like "Carr Chop Your Heads" when we play after every victory. So I think the favorite song that I had to write was me transcribing and rewriting the correct fight song and alma mater for Edna Carr, just because I'm that passionate
Wait.
about my
How they
school.
have the correct price song?
No, they didn't have the correct fight song. I don't know how in the world they got lost in translation between Katrina and when I got August 2010 when I got hired in the car. I don't know how that happened, but um, definitely having to redo that and do it the right way um, was definitely that. I think that's my favorite thing that I've done for my alma mater, making sure we're playing the correct alma mater, the correct fight song, and bring it back and evolving traditions of it in the car, the correct in the car, because I'm a real true through and through in the car cougar.
Okay, I respect that. Oh, those new tubas. I saw those new tubas, man. I like them.
Oh, you like that, huh? Yeah. So
Like them.
that it's 10 instruments. Actually, the whole band has brand new instruments. I just haven't
Okay.
advertised it, but within the past
Mhm.
2 years, the whole band has been supplied with brand new instruments. Some of them I use them as performance instruments. Um, just use them the performance days and whatnot. But sousaphones, y'all see them. Well, I haven't really posted much of it. Um, but you see that and team bust them up in the car with the car K on it. We're
Mhm.
one of the first, if not the first, high school that Con Summer has done that for.
Oh wow.
And so it's definitely like I didn't realize it until I went to Midwest Conference this
Mhm.
past December, and I was talking to William Irving, which was our representative. He told me that, let me know that little fact. I didn't realize that, but
Mhm.
it's definitely something nice, and you guys are gonna love it. It's one of the best looking sousaphones that I've seen, collegiate or high school wise.
Okay. So we have a question. Somebody said, since you've been the band director, what's your favorite edition of Team Bust 'em Up?
Man, that's hard. That's hard because every year we try to outdo ourselves because our only competition is ourselves.
Mhm.
Um, man, one of my favorite editions is the 13-14 school year edition of Team Bust 'em Up. reason being is because that's the I got to see those seniors from ninth grade all the way to their senior year. And they're definitely one of the OG Team Bust 'em Up members. A lot of that group, I started them off completely 100%.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one of my favorite additions. Uh, Man, I really can't pick my favorite. Every year has its pros and cons. Last year was a very special year. Definitely, with the COVID rebuild, we're still in the COVID rebuild. I think everybody really is pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but like last year was a very special year, man. We won first place in almost everything that we was in.
True.
So I don't take that for granted. And last year's seniors, they were freshmen, right, in the 1920 school year, right before COVID hit.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a question.
They had a rough high
So
school career.
with
They still were able to finish strong last year. That made them special. Yeah.
in the car, since y'all one of the best band programs probably in the state, um,
Uh-huh.
do you think that has something to do with y'all being in New Orleans, or do you think that you have like a recipe of success kind of going into being a band director?
Uh, I can't answer that. All I'm gonna say is that we do things our way. We the big thing we could say is we've been consistent, very consistent, put on a high
Mhm.
quality product, high quality leaders, high quality musicians from this program from the moment that we started in August 2010 up until now. Is there a secret recipe for success? Hard work, discipline, dedication, consistency. Everybody wants to be the man until you got to do what it takes to be the man, or to be
Thanks.
the band
Thanks.
rather. So,
Mm-hmm.
uh, if there's a secret, it's just being dedicated, being disciplined, and loving what we do. One thing about in the car band, we're definitely a family. We help each other grow through thick and
Yeah,
thin. Like every family has the ups and downs, but for the most part, we support each other, and it's lovely seeing some of my first students give back to the band whenever they can.
that's good. Um,
Okay.
so how? I'm sorry. So how you came up with hashtag Team Bust 'em Up? Like a lot of people, they see that and they don't realize like that's a brand. Like you building a brand over there with. Somebody sees that they know like okay that's in the car. Let me back up a little bit. So how y'all came up with that?
Okay, so funny story with the Team Bust 'em Up name origin. So that actually came about when was Kenny Collins senior year? 2012. So the 11-12 school year. Um, back then in 2011, 2012, they had the whole Twilight thing, Team Edward, Team Cullen, whatever,
Mhm.
all that, Jacob, all
Mm-hmm.
that. And so you know, Karr, our rival has always been Walker or Landry or whatever the school name is now. Well, now it's Landry. But at the
Mm-hmm.
point in time, it was Perry Walker. Their nickname was Orange Crush. So the kids were on Twitter. That's when Twitter was real hot.
Mm.
Um, our students were on Twitter. Talking noise, making memes and this, that, and the third. And somebody had posted hashtag Team Bust. Who y'all got? Hashtag Team Bust 'em Up versus hashtag Team Orange Crush, right? And from there, I just started using Team Bust 'em Up that whole school year. And whenever I traveled, went out of town or whatever, either to a football game or whatever, like, oh man, yeah, Team Bust 'em Up, man, we love Team Bust 'em Up. So I just kept on using hashtag Team Bust 'em Up. Um, and so that's pretty much how it came. It came organically. I believe a band's nickname should come organically. It shouldn't be something forced. Like you see a
Right.
lot of bands in here, they kind of force to make up a nickname.
Yeah.
But Team Bust 'em Up came organically, and I mean it just happened and it just stuck. And everybody, and now like I didn't think it was gonna stick around this long, but that's who we are. Team Bust 'em Up. It is a brand,
Yeah. That.
and I love it because it came from the students. It came organically. Everything that
Yeah.
we
Mm-hmm.
did, especially starting off, was with the purpose for everything to come organically and to let the program grow organically. Because I mean, it came from a place of love and fun. So that's how it came about.
Y'all need to get that trademark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
Definitely.
see
That
somebody
that
ask,
trade.
somebody asked what out of state high school band I want to go up against Mardi Gras. Really
Well,
anybody. You know, if anybody steps up to Karr, it is what it is. Um, One of the schools that I do want to see and my students want to see, and I know they're never down here for Mardi Gras because they always have different commitments in the spring, is Central High School from Memphis, man.
yes,
Um,
yeah.
Dr. Ali Liddell is a very good friend of mine. He's doing a tremendous job up there with Central High School. You know, we talk on the phone or text message, and his assistant Jalen Thomas. He used to arrange for us a lot when he was in college at Jackson State.
Mhm.
Um, Now he's an assistant back at his alma mater at Central. And they're doing a phenomenal job. I just spoke to Jalen a couple of days ago, and I said, you know, I can't wait to someday making something happen with both of our schools. But that's one school I definitely would love to go up against competition wise. As far as everybody else, whoever coming down to the city, man, you got to make it through everybody in the city first. You know, look, it's just dog eat dog out there in the city. When you come to the neutral ground, be ready for whoever. You know, it's not just cause. You got to go up against everybody in the city. We defending the home turf.
And so, how did the Carr versus Whitehaven battles happen? Like, how did that start off?
The Karr and Whitehaven battles. Well, you know, we as band directors we communicate a lot. Like, I've been fortunate to build relationships with and have communications with all kinds of band directors around the country, not just in New Orleans. Um, And then one day we're just talking about you know, them coming down here or us going up there. And it's all love and respect. Of course, students are gonna talk their noise. Of course, when it's time for us to battle, we're gonna talk our noise. But it's always love and
Mhm.
respect with Karr and Whitehaven. But it started just through communication. You know, we're trying to throw we threw our first tried to throw our first battle of bands, what it was, 2017, 18, whatever it was.
Mhm.
Um you know, I always did battle bands for everybody else. When everybody wanted us to come, we came, right? But then when
Mhm.
we tried to throw one, everybody, oh man, I can't come. People had excuses, except for Whitehaven. Whitehaven, that's why I have none but the utmost respect for Whitehaven, because they like, know what, we still coming in regardless. You know, that's why we went back, returned the favor last year, and hopefully in the future see some more Karr and Whitehavens and some other schools coming up. And actually, that's kind of how we started the battle with Mr. Carlton Williams was the Skyline, started the Crank It
Mhm.
Up Fest thing. We
Mhm.
started that. That's how that came about. But you know, COVID happened, and then that kind of shut things down. But now we're starting to
Mhm.
build things back up.
Okay. So, man, speaking of out of town bands, like besides the bands in the city, like, do you pay attention to like other bands that's not in the city?
To be honest with you, I really just focus on what Carr is doing, what we could do to be better.
Mhm.
Every now and then I'll see clips online or on Instagram, but uh, honestly, I focus on us. I focus on what we do. I don't have time to focus on or worry about what another school is doing when I know I have to help develop and grow my students. Because at the end of the
Mhm.
day, my students are the ones that matter. Like I'm not worried about students at give me a school, don't matter whoever, right?
Mhm.
Mm,
They're not my
Mhm.
responsibility. My responsibility are the students that attend 4400 Jeremiah Avenue, New Orleans,
mm,
Louisiana 70131, and the Carr High School. They're my responsibility, so I'm always going back, seeing what we could do better. You know, every day I'll reflect, or you know, at the end of rehearsal, we reflect with section leaders and certain students on what we could have done better. And so, to be honest, I don't keep up too much with what everybody else is doing.
Mhm.
Now, of course, I am a band head, and I do, you know, a lot of my algorithm is a lot of band stuff. So
Mhm.
I'll see some clips here and there, but I'm not just about to go on YouTube and worry about what the other band is doing. Um,
Mhm.
I'm focused on Carr. Um, Bert Favre, man, I appreciate the love you're showing, man. Of course, it's all love for the school. Big respect for what Mr. Ham did with St. Aug and the just tradition that they have and longevity that they have had that he established. So I appreciate that, Mr. Favre. Um, GP.
Someone said, will Carr be making another appearance at the Viewer's Choice Battle of Bands?
In the future we will. This year we're not. This year our band trip is scheduled to go to Dallas. So we'll be announcing some things, and you guys will see something go on. We're trying to make something happen out there in Dallas, if everything goes according to plan. But next
Okay.
year, we'll definitely we might go back to Atlanta for the Viewers Choice Battle of the Bands. Um, we're 2-0 with us going to the Viewers Choice Battle of the Bands. You know, I love it. We went back in what it was fall 13. and won first place. And we went what it was our first band trip post COVID. That was what 22 spring 22, no spring 2021.
21.
And won first place in that
Mm.
one. And hopefully when we go back again, we'll be 3-0.
So man, like, did you ever have to put any kids out of the band? And if so, like, did you feel bad afterwards, or were you like, man, I did everything I could to try to, pretty much save them, and they just.
Yeah, I'll definitely put people out the band.
Mhm.
But it's not intentional. I give students every opportunity to correct themselves, and even if I put them out, I give them a pathway to return and do things the right way. Because at the end of the day, my purpose is to help save lives through music. So, I mean, there have been some students that were put out and didn't come back, but I still kept up with them. That doesn't mean that they still weren't family. I still looked out for them, like, hey man, you good? Everything good? How your mama doing? I still talk to them. Or they'll tell me, hey, Mr. Earl, I want to tell you, I want to appreciate everything you've done for me. And you really, you know, you putting me out for at that point in time really taught me a lesson, and I'm doing better now because of that. And it's all about the lesson with our students. It's not about putting a kid out per se. It's about making sure our students understand responsibility and accountability. Because once they graduate, cross that stage, they're responsible for their own selves. Mr. Herrero can't save you. You're a grown man or woman at that point in time. So the big
Mhm.
thing for us, for me specifically, is making sure that they learn accountability, and they know they do what it takes to stay in the program, because it's always a privilege to be in the program, to represent the school, represent everybody, represent 60 years of Edna Karr legacy.
Okay, so someone said they miss seeing the Bel Air versus Car battles.
Oh man, that was fun, Mr. Pollard, or Dr. Pollard now. That's at Texas Southern University. If you watching, man, I want to apologize for all those boat whippings to put on Bel Air all those years. Um, but nah, it was good fun. Doing the Wave Fest, he did a lot of great things for the city of Baton Rouge out there, and it was always a pleasure to go support my not only my frat brother, but just a good friend and brother in general, Mr. Dr. Pollard, and what he was doing over there at Bel Air.
Yeah. So, what would you say, if anything, that's missing in the band world?
In general,
Yeah.
um, man, it depends on what you're talking about. One thing that's missing is it's a lot of things, man. What a start. One thing that's missing in the band world is adjudicated battle of the bands. I'm gonna talk about New Orleans. In the city of New Orleans, having an adjudicated or a judged battle of the bands in the fall, with actual field shows. Last fall 22, we had when we came in first place on that one. That was a huge accomplishment for our program. And they forced everybody to do field shows, which is very, very important part of marching band, right?
Hmm.
Another thing that's missing is um, an adjudicated concert festival in the city. Now, I'm not talking about the LMA District 6. Now, we used to have before Katrina was a superintendent's festival. But of course, with New Orleans schools being chartered out and no centralized form of power or supervisor, we don't have that anymore. And I think that's important because it forces kids, our students, to understand and respect the the fundamentals that are in concert band. Because concert band doesn't have to be boring. Excuse me.
Right.
Contrary to popular belief, concert band could be really, really fun. I've been fortunate enough to have the band to where I could split it up into two concert bands as of last year, which was always my plan. And one for the more advanced students and one for the ones who need a little extra love and care and and,
Mhm.
and fundamentals. And to be honest, um, that's worked out great last year. And the pieces that I chose for even the lower level concert band, they enjoyed it. Some of the people in my advanced concert band, my concert band one, they were like, "Man, why we can't play that?" Because it sounded intense, it sounded fun. So concert
Mhm.
band does not have to be boring. It just depends on how you present it and how you enforce it. Because at the end of the day, when kids audition for these colleges, They don't care about how loud they can blow. Yeah, that's a plus. But they want to know what you could do on that instrument. Can you really read? Can you really be expressive with music? Can you read above and below the staff, not just the notes on the staff? And it's something
Mm-hmm.
that we try to implement into all of our students at Karr. And so I think if we have a stronger concert foundation or some kind of citywide festival for our public schools, I think that would greatly increase uh, what we have going on already in the city of New Orleans as far as marching bands because everybody's doing a pretty good job. I'm not gonna lie, New Orleans is very competitive. I love what I'm seeing from all the bands so far what I have seen anyway. But I think if everybody put more emphasis on their concert band setting, our bands would be so much better, especially in the elementary and the K-8 schools, rather elementary middle schools. That's where we really have to set that foundation. And I think if we implement that more by having more, by having administrations that understand how to implement and support the arts and having certified directors that know what they're doing, if they build the middle school programs up, that's gonna make a world of difference in our city.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with that. And that's something that we need out here, man. We just need feeder schools. I think, that's kind of
Yep.
holding our high schools back. That we really don't have any feeder school programs out here. So pretty much the kids out here are starting fresh, ninth grade. That's their first time ever touching an instrument, first time anything marching band. I think, as a city, that's really holding us back. So
Yeah,
Yeah, I
that's
mean,
yeah, man.
and even with that, we're still gonna get kids all the time. I never turn students away, just because they want to learn an instrument they don't know. This
Mhm.
year, majority of my new students this year have not played an instrument before in their lives, and we take them as they are, and we go ahead and build them up. I have a ninth grade student right now on baritone. He actually started on bass drum during the summer. But in
Mhm.
September, he wasn't gonna get much playing time on bass drum, so he decided, what, I'm move to baritone. So he started learning baritone. He's been making significant progress. Him and he's just one example of the kids that I have that they want to be good, they want to be great. Just because of the culture that we built at Carr. It don't matter if you're a beginner who never played an instrument and can't tell a whole note if it slapped you upside the head, or if you're somebody that has experience. We'll take everybody. We don't discriminate. We're gonna make sure we get you right.
Okay, okay. So somebody said, how does it make you feel seeing your former kids march for HBCUs and graduate college?
Oh man, that's one of the greatest feelings ever. Especially knowing that we're producing leaders out there, because this past year a lot of collegiate leaders were Carr students. A lot of Talladega section leaders were Carr graduates. Uh, at every school, you have Carr leadership in some kind of way, form, or fashion. So I'm very proud of them. Just always, they know it's all family, it's all love. We still talk, we still communicate. And whatever game that I go to, I'm cheering for them, saying their first, middle, and last name. Acting like that embarrassing relative that's always shouting their name. But no matter what school they go to, I'm always supporting them. I'm gonna be their biggest supporter, just because they're still my kids, they're still my family, and I have their back 100% till the day I can't breathe no more.
Okay, okay. So man, give me your top five college or Rangers.
Top five college Rangers, man. That's a good one. That's pretty tough. Um, Definitely got to give a huge shout out to Mr. Kevin Johnson at Jackson State University. Without Kevin Johnson, he's one of the big reasons why you see me today. When I was a freshman at Jackson State, it was his last year marching in the boom, and he definitely, him being from the city and me being from the city, that gave me some inspiration. Like, know what? I'm gonna keep on doing this, keep on being a music major. So got a shout out Mr. Kevin Johnson from Jackson State. Kenneth Collins, of course, an original Team Bust 'em Up member. Um, uh, man, it's so many people you could choose, man. Um, man, you got Travis Pruitt over there at J State doing this thing. You have Mr. Hunter over there at Texas Southern, who's dog team, by the way, doing a hell of a job. Dr. Pollard at Texas Southern is doing a great job. Of course, Brian Simmons he's a phenomenal arranger. Man, you just got so many people all over the place doing different things nowadays. It's hard to narrow it down to just five. So I don't want to leave anybody out. But I know I named some people, but man, I just shout out to all the arrangers out there doing their thing. the guy at Tennessee State, man, he does a tremendous job. Um, yeah, man, it's hard to narrow down to five. I can't give you five.
Okay. So man, what was your personal favorite song from Jackson State this past season?
This past season,
Mm-hmm.
dang, they had so many. Um, hey, I might have to go with Love, that Keisha Cole.
Look, that was just I
Man,
was just thinking that in my head. I said, look,
hey, Jackson State was on one all year. Man, they had so many
look.
songs this year, man. Every fifth quarter, they had a song that was like, oh my gosh. Um, and they were definitely in rare form for that second boombox battle of the bands, man, because they played Love, and then the next song they played was that Water, that
Yo,
Sunglasses,
Chalupa,
that
I'm
I,
not gonna
Huh?
lie.
Yeah.
That
I think they
mashup
was
was
getting
nice.
this
Oh,
side
that
they
slow
was
down
getting revenge
mashup.
from
Oh man,
14 with
yeah,
that.
That was nice.
man. James State played Good and Plenty. I forgot, was it against Alabama State or was it against Texas Southern? I don't know, but Good and Plenty was good and plenty to shut up a lot of bands, man. They had so many songs that they didn't even repeat, man. They could have just played a lot of times. The On My Mama was a good one. Man, Jackson State was just full of hits this year, man. This was GOAT season, really, for real,
It was.
for Jackson State. But if I had to pick one, I might have to go with that Love, just because, man, they had that entire stadium singing. They, man, they turned Jackson Rouge out, you know. Um,
Call man.
I, man, not too much, man. William, man, you got some questions, William?
I just want to know, do you notice a change in the newer generation of band kids coming up? Like, is there a difference between them and like pre-COVID band kids? And
yes,
if so, is it a good thing or is it a bad thing or what?
it's a huge difference just with the COVID, the pandemic, and that's just not just with band. It's just all the way around because our students, our scholars, they were at home for basically 2 years. Didn't have
Mhm.
much structure, and coming back into a school setting, they have to readjust. Our students are definitely. I talk to my students all the time about this. How, um, they're a little bit. Their maturity is not where it's supposed to be. Because they were they were at home for 2 years, like I said, and school is not just academic; it's also growing up socially, growing up, maturing, and so that's where we at right now. Just making sure our kids are resilient, make sure they're learning how to be self accountable again, um, and it's just a whole lot of more teaching of just some common sense things that normally you wouldn't have to for a ninth grader, 10th grader, or whatnot. They're coming a little behind, but like I said, it doesn't matter how our kids come to us at Carr. We're gonna meet them where they're at and make sure we're building them up to where by the time they're seniors, they know how to conduct themselves in the real world and be successful.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I want to say too, cause well, I graduated in 2020, so like I was kind of right there in the in the midst of it when it happened, and
Yep.
coming back now, and like working with the newer generation or like the younger kids, you can definitely tell like there's a big difference from before COVID and the
Yeah,
maturity level, like you said. So
yeah, it's really more on the maturity level. They're coming more young minded, if that's the way you want to say it, young minded, a little bit more childish.
Hmm.
Excuse me. But but what we do, like we meet them where they're at. We don't change the standard for anybody. We make sure our students learn how to rise to the standard,
yeah,
teaching them the call weight, if you will.
Hmm.
So I mean,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
the maturity level is not there coming in, but we make sure we build them up to get them where they have to be because
Hmm.
the big thing is about teaching, and that's what we're all about. Just the whole staff that I have at Carr, we're about teaching and building up our young men and women to be productive, to learn right from wrong, to learn accountability, to learn how to be independent learners, and things of that nature.
Okay. So man, question: where did the sunglass chalupa? Where did that come from? How did that start? Cause when you put them shades on, that's a different man out there. I said, man, what got into him?
um, man, where did shades come from? I don't know. We wearing shades since my first staff. Um, Man, I've been having the shades on since the only time that I didn't wear shades was parade season 2011, which is my first parade season. Um, but after that, man, I don't know. I'm gonna say I want to blame my first drum instructor, full time drum instructor, Jerron Goldtrue, because my first staff was myself, Jerron Goldtrue, and Jared Groves, who is now back on staff at Karr.
Mm-hmm.
Who was always, we took pride in looking good.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, Jerron always had these shades. So like, man, look, you all better rock these shades, and that's kind of where it came from. Just wearing it. But me being me, of course, you guys see the professional Mr. Herrero, but I mean, people who have known me for a long time know that I'm very intense, um, especially when comes down to performance time. I'm always 150%. So it is what it is, man. Especially when I'm gonna tell you when the name Hollywood Herrero came about, man. It's when Carr really started hitting the stride when we started doing all these Beyonce videos and commercials and all that stuff. Um, some students started saying, "All right, Hollywood Herrero," like I bet, and I just took that and ran with it. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and so I tell like, the kids know when the shades come out, you know what time it is. It became a symbol. Like you said, it became a symbol. And actually, my Ray Bans they're foldable, right? And they actually have Hollywood Herrero on the frames.
Wow,
So
that's crazy.
yeah, I don't have them on me right now. They're in my car, but it's just it's a part of the show, man. It's a part of the show. Once you see those
Man,
shades, you know what time it is. If you don't get the shades,
man,
you ain't about nothing. That means I ain't taking you seriously.
man, look,
Oh
y'all need to realize once this man put those shades on and he flip that hair back, it's over with. It's over with.
yeah, when I take the hair down, yeah,
It's over with. William, man, you
yeah.
got some more questions?
So tell us about like what got you into wanting to be a band director. What's your why? What keeps you going? Where you started from?
My why is the students that I see every single day. My why is my city of New Orleans. My why is the youth of New Orleans. My why is the city that gave me and made me who I am, and is my duty to give back and to help build the next generation. That is my why. I wanted to be a band director coming out of high school. Actually, I was torn between what I wanted to be. I was either gonna major in political science and be a lawyer, or I was gonna major in music education and be a band director. Um, and just fate had it that when I went to Jackson State, I already chose my major as music education, and I stuck with it. Now, when I was in college, when Katrina hit during band camp.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, Katrina devastated the city of New Orleans and the whole educational landscape. And me looking at what the city was missing, how many historic band programs were just lost and gone, sometimes forever, and some of them are just getting their name back. That kind of inspired me and strengthened my resolve to be a band director, because that was a sign from the Lord saying, "Hey, I have to go back to my city. I have to make sure the students have the same, or if not more, opportunities than what I had coming out of high school." And so that really pushed me forward and strengthened my determination to graduate with my music education degree, fully certified from Jackson State University, and coming back to the city. And you know, thankfully, it's back at the school that made me, where I spent half my life, literally. Um, and it's giving back to my city all the way around, because I'm Carr's band director, but I have a lot of kids that ask me questions from other schools, other high schools, from middle schools, and I have no problem giving them advice, giving them tips, and just helping them out however I can, because at the end of the day, we're all in this together. I'm Carr's band director, but I'm an educator for the city of New Orleans, and just really for anywhere, because I've had students from outside of New Orleans ask me questions. So it is what it is. That's my why. My why is the students, the future, making sure that we can continue our great legacy of musical greatness in New Orleans.
Okay. Oh man, look who entered the chat. Jeremy Connor. He said, "What I got to do to catch the Ray Bans?"
Go to one of them Puma Bill Mardi Gras where they be throwing TVs and hand packs and all that stuff.
Man, that's
Man,
crazy.
just go online, bro. Get you some Ray-Bans online, bro. I get mine online.
Man, y'all funny. You got some more questions, William?
All right now.
Man, so speaking of advice, man, what's some of the best advice that you've gotten as a band director?
Oh man, I've had so many gems, man. I gotta give a big shout out to Dr. Lewis Liddell, my band director, and and Dr. Murray now, who's at Alcorn, and Mr. Dowell Taylor and Dr. David Blaine and Mr. Lowell Hollinger. They have given me so much advice, especially when I was in college. Um, they dropped a whole lot of gems on me. Especially Mr. Murray. Me and Mr. Murray were real close, and me and Dr. Liddell were real close as well. Um, I'm trying to think some of the things they told me. It was so much. Uh, but one thing I'll say is dress how you want to be addressed. You know,
Mm.
Dr. Murray, before I graduated, he told me, you're about to graduate, you're not about to be just a section leader anymore. You're not just in charge of one section, you're in charge of the whole band. And you being so young, you got to make sure you separate yourself. Him and Dr. Liddell told me that to make sure I dress the part and um, making sure I look professional. They knew I was gonna have because I look young, um, especially coming out of college. People were gonna mistake me for a student, and they definitely did. Because when I walked into the band room with 25 kids, they thought I was a student, thought I was joining the band. Um, but I had to make sure I dressed the part. They said dress how you want to be addressed, and that's something that I tell a lot of people all the time. Dress how you want to be addressed.
Hmm. Okay. So we have another guest who just entered the group. Brandon Kelly, man, introduce yourself. You can hear me? Okay. Maybe having some technical difficulties. Someone said they marched under Dr. Murray at Alcorn. Okay.
Man,
Okay.
I love Dr. Murray, man. That's one of my pops, man. Mr. Murray is definitely somebody. Me and him had it was like a father-son relationship that we had, man. We argued a lot, we fussed a lot. It's like a real father and son when he was at Jackson State. But it's definitely all love. I have none but respect in the world for him. I was so happy to him that he was able to go back to his alma mater and do great things to Alcorn and revitalize that program.
Mm.
Somebody said they marched at LSU. Light skinned Nemo. Did you march under Doctor under Kelvin? Man, that's somebody that I marched with at Jackson State. The Kelvin
Oh,
Jones.
wow. Okay.
He was section leader on trumpet at Jackson State. Uh, One hell of a all around good person, man. So I hope you learn a lot from him. How am I a CB from Carr? Who is your CB from Carr? Teddy 98.
He probably got the name wrong.
Oh,
He was
Harry.
light
Harry is my
skinned,
C. Yeah. Harry, Harry was one of my first students. So Harry came to me not knowing how to play tuba at Carr. Man, he learned. He was determined. So I'm very proud of Harry. He became a section leader at Alcorn at one point in time. Um, so shout out to Harry.
Oh, look at this, man.
Man, now I'm gonna tell you right now, Carr produces leaders. We've had leaders in every program that you could think of. And even if they weren't a section leader, they were leaders within the section and contributed greatly to their sections. So that's one thing I take pride in, making sure that our students are prepped for success beyond Carr. Because we are a college preparatory program. We prepare them like they're going to college. So that when they get to college, they know what it is already.
Man, we need to get this Plaquemine versus Carr battle going. Since I got both of y'all on here, man. Let's go ahead and
Man,
set this up now.
tell Jeremy y'all Pelican ain't ready.
We not. I'll see you next year though.
All right, cool. See us whenever
We
y'all want.
we
We got a big old
gonna plan the
backyard.
battle. We want to see Carr after the Carr A battle. After that happened, then I feel like both of y'all gonna be weak enough to go ahead and get all my shots in real quick.
First of all, Plaquemine got to earn their right to see Carr or Aid. Talking about we got a battle and then see y'all. Man, go ahead, bro.
Man, y'all dudes funny.
Man, Plaquemine got to go through everybody else to get up to the top. We the
Give
top
me
of the
the
mountain.
Give me the list.
Y-
Give me gauntlet.
Give it a
In
list.
order.
Give it a gauntlet. Man, you gotta go from
In order.
the small size bands who are kicking ass to all the way to the big size bands. Where we at? The big
Name,
dogs, you know?
come on, put them in order.
I don't have an order. You heard me? Look, you gotta go from the small bands to be able to get up to the big dog bands.
Man.
And I ain't gonna give you an order, bro, because everybody in New Orleans is killing.
Not McMahon.
Man, McMahon will give you the business too.
No.
Know what? I'm gonna tell you what. I'll put Karr's convention band, my convention band, up against Plaquemine, and we'll still get a dub.
I'll put my middle school band and get your convention band.
Man, I feel sorry for them kids, bro. You gonna make them kids not want to do band no more.
Hey, real talk, man.
Yeah.
I always say Karr got the Karr has definitely have been in the top 3 bands in New Orleans for like the past, I say probably about the last 6-7 years now. So it's always major love for Christopher Herrero until I see him in 2 years.
Man, it's all love, Jeremy. You know, even back when you was in Scotlandville, bro. It's all been all love.
But I'm still mad. I'm still mad that y'all had to enter that parade when y'all did in 2013. Because I was about to get y'all the business.
What parade?
Grella.
Man, you talking about Grella? Man, we wasn't worried about no damn Grella. Man, we went out there with part of the band. We was trying to get paid for that.
Here we go. We all had part of the band that day. We all had part of the band.
Yeah, man. I'm glad we're not doing that parade no more. That parade don't exist, but it was paying. It was definitely paying. I'll say that. That paycheck would.
Hey, I just I want to say that was 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. I saw the captain over the parade. That man said he was sad to see the parade die, but you know, it is what it is. They gave that bread though.
They sure the hell did. It was just tough marching on Mardi Gras Day. Especially then, it was almost always raining. The 2 3 years.
Every year raining and cold.
It was cold and it was raining, so I wasn't too upset about it leaving, except for that check they gave the school. You know, that was a big breadwinner.
So who paid more, like New Orleans parades or Metairie? Because I've been hearing Metairie pay more.
Depends. If you win first place in the Metairie competition parades, yeah, you're gonna get paid more. Because if you win first place in that competition, that's an extra $3,000 on top of what you're getting paid. Now, that being said, the normal checks in Jefferson Parish aren't as big as the Orleans Parish checks. But if you win first place, it balances out by a lot. You know, you get more bang for your buck. We did one Metairie parade last year. We came in first place. It was Crew of Symphony. We came in first place in that parade, and that was an extra $3,000 on top of what we already got paid for that parade.
Now, that's a parade where y'all battle A-Bay, right?
Yeah, it wasn't a battle. We won.
That's right.
Man, I'm mad there was no camera footage of that, bro.
I know,
I didn't
man.
even know about that parade.
So they have a couple of people with cell phone clips, man. But man, I wish there was a real camera crew out there. I have a band parent, like he was out there recording on the cell phone, man. It was the clips that he had on the story was ridiculous, man.
That's crazy.
Looked into starting a media team over there?
Yeah. That's something we're getting into. I had one of my former students. He started. So I know you've seen Karr put out some reels throughout the semester. Trevez Pierre, who is a former jukebox member on trombone. He was assistant section leader a couple of years ago on trombone over there. He has come back this year, started making reels for us and stuff. And he's getting more involved in recording more, getting more footage, and we'll have more content out there as the year goes by.
Okay. Now, let's see it, Brandon. Oh, they muted themselves. Okay. Well, Jerry, man, about this battle tomorrow, man. What's going on?
Like
hey,
I said,
y'all can hear me, fellas?
Yeah, we can hear you, B. Kelly.
Man, what's good with y'all, fellas? Man, my phone tripping.
You
That's
good,
that
man.
Boost Mobile you got, bro.
Man, hey, bro, don't worry about all that. My phone just tripped.
I got you, bro.
I got
Hey,
that flip
Brandon,
phone,
man.
man.
Brandon, bro, what happened with y'all in our Roos yesterday?
Uh-oh.
Man,
Ooh.
first of all, the buses, by us having three different schools in one band, the buses had to like pick DTA up, drop them off, and then come pick us up and drop us off. So by the time we made it to the parade, the half of the mass band was already marching. So we
Wow.
had to really just wait on the side until we caught up to them. So we blew at them
It's
though
crazy.
from the side. We blew at Roots from the side though.
You had a drive-by, huh? A drive-by blow down.
Oh yeah, man. Every band that passed, I blew something at them. I wasn't playing, So, but tomorrow, if it don't get too cold, y'all will see a preview of the real Laurel tomorrow.
So tomorrow, is it
Okay.
the whole Renew All-Star band, or is it just Laurel?
It's just Laurel tomorrow.
Okay. Man, you got two of my former students over there working with you, man. With the drum section, huh?
Man, no, I love those dudes to death, bro. I love
Yeah,
those
man.
dudes to death.
Man, I appreciate you giving them an opportunity, man, and just help them get their feet wet, get started in the business.
Man, when they told me they came from Karr, I automatically trusted them.
Yep,
So
hey,
it's big shout out to you for putting out students that's doing what they're supposed to do.
man, I appreciate you. Big shout out to Darren Harrison, because that's who was my drum instructor when they were in the band.
Oh yeah, shout out to Juice man. You know me and Juice went to Reed together, man. Shout out to Juice, man.
Yep.
Real talk, bro. I love it, bro. I'm always willing to give people chances, man. They
Yeah.
doing
Hey,
their thing too.
They hungry, man. They hungry.
Yes, indeed, they
Brandon,
doing their
man.
thing.
Speaking of Reed, man, how you think Reed coming along so far?
I think they doing good so far. Honestly, it ain't gonna be no overnight thing, bro. It's gonna take about another year or two for him to get really where he want to get. Because he had a school where they don't even have that many students.
Yeah, I like what Mr. Coleman has going on over there at Reed. So shout out to him and his staff over there. They're doing an amazing job, just starting and starting kids off and pushing them and putting Reed out there, getting them back to where they were. Because Mr. Coleman is a Reed alumnus, and he has a lot of love for that school. So I'm proud of the work that he's doing, and look forward to seeing Reed in the future and seeing their growth.
Yeah, I also marched with Mr. Coleman. He had section on FR and I had section on trombone at Reed. So I got a lot of respect for Mr. Coleman, and I really have a lot of respect for every band director, man. Like y'all really don't know people on the outside that look in really don't know what we go through as band directors on a day-to-day basis.
It ain't for everybody.
Yeah, it's definitely not for everybody, bro. Like for real, it's not. And a lot of administrators and stuff think that anybody could do that job, and they see different when they bring different people in.
Yeah,
So
yeah. So having Barrel over there, Mr. Coleman, I think it's good stability for Reed, and just I'm proud of him personally, and seeing his growth as a director, and everything that I've seen him grow from when he started with the New Orleans All Star Bands, and now shout out to Mr. Coleman over there at Reed.
yes, indeed.
So
Hey, bro, I heard y'all talking about Platinum band. What's going on with that?
Plaquemine said they want Laurel.
Well, Platinum
That,
gonna sit
that
there.
there they go. They always trying to put Plaquemine in success. Like just keep throwing us to everybody. Go ahead. Line them up, we'll knock them down, Mr. Herrero. Go ahead. Who else? Who
Man,
else?
Plaquemine. You know how in the throwback Mortal Kombat they had the little columns where you had to go up the columns in Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and 3. That's what you got to do, Plaquemine, if you want to deal with these New Orleans bands. But you got to go up the gauntlet.
Man, that's fine. You already know what it is with me.
That's
And
what's
the
up,
thing
I
bro.
about
do not mind. That's why I will be in the city twice this year.
the
Bet.
thing about the difference between New Orleans and everybody else, you really got to go through the middle schools first to high school. I ain't gonna lie, like we the only city that really you have to get through the middle school because The middle schools catch you slipping. The middle schools take you down.
So somebody asked what we have to say about the Baton Rouge bands. I don't have anything negative to say about the Baton Rouge bands. I know they were hit really hard by the COVID pandemic, and just trying to get. They had a lot of band directors that left during the pandemic, and so like shout out to the young directors that are out there trying to restore these programs. One of my former students, Maurice Stovall, is over there at McKinley,
Mm-hmm.
um, at Big
That's
Blue. So they're
that,
trying to do their
that
thing, huh?
that's that little dude Maurice, huh?
Maurice, yeah, Maurice Stovall used to play
Man,
baritone.
that was one of my favorite baritone players during that little era that you had with them.
Yeah, he's one of my original, man, one of my original OG students.
Yeah, that
Uh,
boy, that dude know how to play. He know how to play a
yep,
baritone.
yep. And I look forward to seeing him grow. And definitely shout out to the other directors they have out there in Baton Rouge, man. It's a lot. I know one of my dog team brothers, Tim Green. I
Tim
forgot what school he's at in Baton Rouge. What school he at,
Broadmoor.
Jeremy?
Yeah,
Broadmoor.
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 Yeah, this is first year over there, so he's going to do a good job over there, I believe.
Hey, they
Shout out to the guy
growing.
that's in Scotland. Yeah,
Yeah.
shout out to the guy out there at Scotlandville, persevering and going through what he got to go through. So
Mm-hmm.
for all those banders in Baton Rouge, keep pushing, man. Just because if you don't have a direct feeder, that don't mean nothing, man. Just pull them kids out the hallway, especially the ninth graders. Put in some work. Put in some
So,
work.
so Chalupa, my question to you is,
Yeah.
how does it feel to have students that's now directors?
Oh man, it's a beautiful feeling. And to me, I love seeing that, and I always still give them my support. What and that is not just them, anybody that's starting out or anybody in the game. If they have questions, if I could provide it, I'll definitely do what I can to help and give any advice or anything that I have in my disposal to help any school out. But just to see my former students out there in the band world is definitely a good feeling. Seeing them spread the love, paying it forward. Everything that was poured into them, they're pouring it into the next generation as well. So I'm definitely excited about that. Every time I see them, and I'm always rooting for them. Even when and I tell them if y'all ever come up against me, I'm gonna bust y'all ass, but it's still all love.
For sure, for sure, for sure.
Yeah, man.
Man,
What about you, B Kelly, man? What's going on with Laurel, bro? Who's on your radar for parade
whoever
season?
step whoever step in front, I'm
That's
just
what's up.
I'm just gonna let my work speak for itself, bro. I was gone a year, and
Yeah.
that humbled me a lot. And I came back a different person. I'm not about to do all the rah rah and all that, and oh, this band, this and that, man. Just let the work speak for itself, man. Like, I got my band doing, I got them doing field shows now. I got them concert band. And I'm teaching my first, second, third graders on the recorders.
Good, good.
It's just different. I'm just doing things how they were doing when we was coming up.
Yep. You gotta do that and also evolve with it. See where they're at it and meet them mentally and build them up, man. So keep on doing what you're doing, bro.
Man,
Building them up the right
I
way.
appreciate it because when I posted the video, Chalupa said make sure they point their toes. And the next day, I went there, hey, make sure y'all point y'all toes. And I showed them. I said, it's the man director at Karr saying point y'all toes, point y'all toes. I take criticism and run with it.
Yeah, man. I love what I was seeing when you was they were working on pinwheels and stuff like that, man. Just teaching simple field show fundamentals goes a long way, man. Because a lot of times kids don't know that. We get a lot of kids coming in not knowing what how to mark time, even mark time. They don't know how to forward march eight correctly, 8 to 5. So just doing simple stuff like that goes a long way in helping those students succeed at the next level.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's basically, what I'm doing. And I'm just trying to, get these kids exposed to more than just marching band and more than New Orleans.
Yep,
So
that's good, man. And I'm glad you're doing that joint DTA. Who else is in Renew? Um,
Schaumburg,
Schoenberg doing a big old Renew mass band so the kids could learn each other and learn from each other and build relationships through music. You know how it was, man. When we had the New Orleans High School All Star band when we was in school, man, that built a lot of relationships with people, man. We got to know people from other schools, and so what y'all doing with that Renew All Star band is definitely a good thing for the kids so they could build a love of music with other schools.
Right. And the good thing about it, they see how the band directors get along because y'all know Twice is my best friend. So,
Hmm.
they see how we get along and they just embraced it and they love each other like brothers and sisters.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, so
That's
that's
good.
that's the good thing about it because at first they used to be beefed out a long time ago. Now they don't came together.
Oh man, not the middle schools being beefed out like that, bro. You
Man, you
serious?
know how that go, man. You sad. Oh, you can't play this part. Oh, man, you sad. It's
Well, yeah, man. That's all the time in New Orleans, bro.
yeah, yeah. So I'm just trying to keep it cordial with them, and let them know, man. Look, music is fundamental, and music is basically all around the world. You can put the same music in front a Chinese person face, or a Mexican face, or an African face. It's gonna be the same.
Hmm.
We all gonna play the same thing that's on that paper.
Yep.
Hmm. So, Jeremy, man, what should people expect from this battle band with Glen Oaks tomorrow?
Y'all should expect 3 rounds of songs, 1 round of percussion battle. You're not gonna see much from Plaquemine tomorrow because, of course, we are preparing for a battle of bands in Memphis on Saturday. So I don't want to give you too much, but you'll get just enough for Band Life to change his rankings for the Baton Rouge area bands because I'm not taking too kindly to that. Glen Oaks 1, Plaquemine 2. No, sir.
Ooh.
Oh
Man,
Lord.
No,
Hey,
sir.
I
y'all
was
made me
wondering
change my
about that
mind,
too.
man. Make me change my mind.
I was wondering about that too.
So y'all telling me Glen Oaks is the best band in Baton Rouge?
Uh
That's
oh.
what Band Life says, but
Uh
just
oh.
watch his clips tomorrow.
The lies that
Okay.
are being told.
So Band Life Productions. I got a question for you, man. Who's your top five cameraman, bruh? Since they have this cameraman little mini beef, not really beef, but the cameramen have been going crazy during the past winter break. Going live every day and talking noise, giving all kinds of ranks. So who is your top five camera crews
Top five,
in the New Orleans Baton
man.
Rouge area? Who is number one? Who's the worst one? Who's the worst one? I'm gonna be messy right now. Who's the worst one?
Oh no, bro. You know I can't do that. You know I can't do that, man.
All
You know I
right,
can't
bro.
do
Who's your
that.
top five? Who's your top five, bro?
Uh, top five. Well, of course, me number one. Uh,
Mm.
Mm.
number two. Hmm. Oh, look. Somebody being negative. Somebody being negative in the comments. Smash Time fell off. Smash Time has definitely
Who?
not fallen off.
Has not.
Definitely not. My number two will probably be MF Cool. Number three. Hmm. Probably Trend. Number four. Of course, Smash Time. Number five. I like TK. I like TK.
T King. Yep. All right. Dang. So see, that's why you on K Peacock's list coming up, man. That's why he ain't in your top five.
Hey
Oh,
man,
don't
look.
tell me
Hey look. I
don't tell me the
can't
camera
change
crews
that.
got lists too now.
I can't change that. I can't change that, man. Shout out to Keith.
I don't know my top
Yeah,
five. I feel like number one. I ain't gonna lie to you. I probably put Jackson State band media team number one.
that's trend.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. That's
they
Trent.
do real good. They
Mm-hmm.
stuff is real nice. Number two probably be I'll do MF Cool number two. Number three I'll do Jukebox Media. Number four Band Life. Um Number five Green Machine Media.
I
Man,
just
it's
want to know
crazy that
what
you
y'all
said
use as
Jackson Media
criteria.
because those guys started from just cell phones. Like they were using just cell phones at one point, and the footage that they was putting out was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so shout out
That's what we
to Jackson State Media Team, bro.
hey man. Don't hate on the iPhone warriors out there cause we make some good content.
Oh yeah, man. Like I say, they was using all iPhones before they started using actual cameras, and that quality was great. So hey, Use
Everybody
Shout
what
out
you
to the
got
got.
iPhone
phone stuff.
15s.
Yep. 14 Pro Max. Yeah. Well,
Hey,
All right,
all
man.
this
Well, look.
iPhone talk. I don't like it. I don't like it.
oh Lord, here you
Oh,
go.
you an Android user?
Yeah, Android dude.
I'm a
Man.
both user.
All right.
I'm a both
It's time for
user.
me to get off this call, bro. Like,
Man, wait, look. I'm a both user. I'm a both user.
This man got a boost.
You can't do both. It's either one or the other, man.
The boy got cricket. The boy got a cricket wireless phone. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, man. Like,
Hey, look, man, times are hard, bro. Man,
That
Jerry, man,
boy,
yeah.
give your
that
top
boy
five
asked
media
somebody
teams.
to use a charger. Ain't nobody gonna have one.
Yeah, what y'all think about media teams? Who y'all favorites is?
Man, I don't have a favorite.
I
I
was
was
just
about
about
to
to
say,
say the same thing. I don't have a favorite, bro. I really appreciate and respect all them dudes, honestly, bro. Cause
Hey, real talk.
yeah, cause man, like they really helping bands, be seen worldwide, with the work they doing. So we gotta respect that, man.
I have
Yeah.
my go-tos solely based off of the fact that I used to do it. So I know the grind that goes into it, especially putting out quality clips. So I'll just say to people who you know, I'm looking to go if for example the autumn summer battles that happened this past year, there were specific people who I was waiting to see their videos.
Hmm.
A1 Media,
Yeah,
Hey,
uh,
A1 Media came up on a lot of people, man.
yeah,
they did.
You did.
fast.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I'm looking to see A1 Media. I'm looking to see T King.
Who those drums niggas do
I'm looking to see Smash Time.
on the drum?
I'm looking to see
I
Dr.
ain't looked at it
Price,
yet. That's what I was trying to see.
and I'm looking to see um Band Life. And I wanna give a special one out there to Showtime. Cause I don't think there's anybody out there that just really be at just about every event like
Yeah.
this man does. And
Yeah,
ain't
Man,
nobody
Yeah.
paying.
Showtime
He
be
gives a
live streaming
good.
from everywhere.
everywhere,
Yeah. He
That
really.
everywhere.
man is Mr. Live Stream. That's Showtime, Mr. Live Stream. He live streams everything. He do be everywhere. You're
Oh,
right.
And I can't forget Killer Kev. Shout out to
Oh
oh,
Killer
yeah.
Killer
Kev.
Kev. Dang,
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
that's definitely
OG for real.
yeah. Killer
Mhm.
Kev definitely got to go in there. He just not in the area.
And that's why I say I respect all of them, bro, because a lot of them do it for free, bro. Like them dudes really just travel all around to everything, especially Killer Cab.
Mm-hmm.
Like them
Yeah,
dudes travel all around the world recording, man, and
Yeah.
that's a hard thing to do, dog, especially not getting paid.
Right.
So they doing it basically
definitely
for the
shout
band
out. Yeah,
heads.
you're right. Definitely shout out to all the media teams that's traveling and making footage happen. Because you guys are pushing forward the culture. You guys are promoting the culture. We definitely appreciate that. Um, I mean, it's y'all doing it. I mean, y'all getting paid off of them YouTube ads.
I gotta go play with the
Um,
eight after this,
so y'all
man.
making some money that way. But I definitely appreciate
Yes.
y'all just for recording everybody, especially everybody that comes down to New Orleans to record. We appreciate you showcasing our kids in the mecca of high school bands, of marching band. We appreciate y'all, every single one, every single media team out there.
Okay, okay.
And,
All
and and one thing I gotta say, bro, a lot of people be hating on Carr, bro, but Carr been consistent for like the last 10 years.
I appreciate that, man.
Consistent. I'm talking about every year have a good band, good field show, good presentation. Everything is just on point, and that's a big dream of mine, dog. Because I go to different schools all downtown because every time everything ain't a good situation for you.
Hmm.
So I'm finally to the point to where I'm comfortable where I'm at, and and I ain't got to fight against parents and administration as much as everything, all the other schools. So
Yeah,
they
so
That's
really
what's up.
they
Uh,
really
I,
backing the
I,
band up at Laura
I,
right
I,
now. So
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. There's a lot of hard work and dedication that goes into it, and just a lot of love um, that our students and parents put into the program. We believe in the vision, and we put in the work and dedication to live that vision, to live up to our motto, being second to none.
uh,
I
on that
appreciate that, bro.
note, I have a question for Mr. Herrera.
Okay, what's up?
What is your end game for Carr?
What is my end game for Carr? Well,
What?
look, we're living every day, making sure that we are second to none, making sure that we're better today than what we were yesterday, making sure we're better tomorrow than what we are today. That is always the end game, making sure our students are ready for the world. Because band, like I said earlier, is not just about music; it's about learning these life skills to build productive citizens and leaders in our community. So I guess to answer your question a little bit more directly and not as vague, is making sure that when you think about New Orleans bands, you think about Edna Carr automatically. Well, you can't say New Orleans bands without thinking about Edna Carr, Team Bust 'Em Up. Making sure we have a legacy. Like I said earlier, a little bit when this meeting started. Like when I'm long dead and gone. Making sure that Team Bust 'Em Up, second to none legacy is still alive and thriving.
That's the conversation I had with a couple of the New Orleans band directors when we had that little thing the other night. Man, the one thing St. Aug will always be able to say is, man, they stand rich on tradition that rarely ever change. Like you're not gonna see much of change from St. Aug, and they stay steadfast to it. So what I actually said was, what Edna Carr looks like 15 years from now will be your ultimate legacy at that school. If you could no longer be at that school and that band still continues to thrive the same way it did or does under you, then that's the ultimate compliment to you. Because band directors just don't have that impact anymore. We talked about that last week with the whole Baton Rouge scene. At the end of the day, I was at Scotlandville. I had one thing. The band director after me had something else. Iron had something else. The band director that's there now has something else. Same kind of with McKinley. They've gone through 3 different band directors over the past 10 years, and they all had something different.
Yeah, see the piggyback off of that, bro. A lot of band directors these days, bro, they want to create their own legacy. So like it's a self-centered thing with these band directors, bro. Because like if I see that Carr is like how Carr is now, right? And Chalupa was to leave, and I was to go to Carr, I would definitely do the same thing that Chalupa was doing, and I make sure I holler at Chalupa and keep his legacy going because he has a legacy in the making.
Now I'm getting rid of his drum majors. I'm getting rid
Nah,
of
But
I'm
wait,
not.
uniform.
but when you was at Scotlandville, didn't you want some of our drum majors?
Hey, that was only for 2 out of 3 years.
Yeah, fool. I ain't forget you wanted some J5 style drum majors at Scotlandville. That's what you wanted.
Because I respect the J5. Honestly, the Jackson State drum majors are the closest show style drum majors to what my philosophy of what drum majors should be. I feel like a drum major should actually truly run the band in the
Yep.
absence of the band director. It
Yep.
is a true extension of the band director.
Hey, that's exactly what it is. Drum majors are mini band directors. They gotta know how to run the band if the band director's not there.
And,
I agree
and
with you 100%.
yeah, and that's how it was when I was at Scotlandville, man. I could come to practice 30, 45 minutes late. Don't mean practice started late. It's starting on time. Somebody's going over music. Somebody's warming up the band. Like that's a requirement for my drum majors.
Hey, that's good, man. I applaud you for that.
So, Chalupa, man, give me your top 5 all-time favorite band songs.
Top 5 all-time favorite band songs? That's hard. I can't, man. Shit. Damn. One of my favorite all-time band songs that I played was "Golden Time of Day," Jackson State version arranged by Mr. Kevin Johnson. That's definitely one of my favorite songs that I've played in my career as a musician. Another song, Paul Adams arrangement of PYT. Shit. Top 5 all time band songs. Oh, one of my favorite Southern songs was "Love Is the Key," throwback Southern.
Oh, I love that. That's a real
Yeah,
good one.
that song just had that. There's something special about that song. Um,
I
Another
hate that
Southern
song.
song that you for real? Y'all play this so much, huh?
That's exactly why I hate it.
Oh man, I love that.
Another Southern song that I really liked, because of when they played it, I think what it was, 97 or 98, was Blood on the Dance Floor.
On the dance floor.
97.
97.
97. So that's 4 songs right there. Um,
We played it in 03 and kind of killed J State in their own stadium with it too.
I
Just
know y'all didn't, man. Man, that game made me want to go to Jackson State. Believe it or not, and I went in there as a Southern fan and came out to Jackson State, man.
I understand because you're the
Breakfast
type
say
of
works a
person
leak
that
there.
you see the underdog getting whooped and you know what kind of skills you had, so you wanted to
Man,
go help them. I understand.
dog,
I get it.
I'm a
There they
tuba
go.
player.
There they
When I
go.
heard Jackson State tubas, oh my gosh, and when I heard the trombones, oh my gosh, they had. I never saw somebody bring it to Southern like that in my life.
They trombone was lacking back then. They trombone,
Shit.
Jackson State trombones didn't really like turn it up and turn loose until I want to say right around 2006 ish.
No, man. What? Them old four had 50 something trombones smashing, killing.
Oh,
Oh my
04?
gosh.
That,
Yes.
that that same band that came into the Superdome and got waxed by Southern.
Yeah.
Really?
Boy, you out your goddamn mind.
Really?
But that prototype, oh my gosh.
Really?
Y'all had no answer to the prototype.
I want you.
No, the best song y'all played was Let It Burn
Let it
in that
burn.
dome, no
Like y'all,
quote.
no one had an answer for Let It Burn all year. Like we
We
didn't have to
had
play
we
any
had
other
that golden
music all
time of
year.
day. My brother, golden time of day. Oh my God, prototype.
Yada yada yada
Make
yada.
it
My
last
band.
forever. Make it last forever. Y'all didn't play my band against us. Y'all played it against Alabama State. Actually, my band was a very good song. Y'all should have played that song against us. But y'all, I don't think y'all did. I have to go back and look at
I think
footage.
we did. Y'all gonna make me go. See, I'm not a band
I
head
know
anymore. Ever since I
y'all,
became a teacher, I just stopped being a band head. Y'all gonna make me go
I know
back
y'all
into my
played
band
that.
head mode.
Y'all played that Get It On, that Bill Chase.
Yeah, we killed that
That was
too.
like, eh.
Nah,
Y'all
you can't.
played it, but that was a bad song selection for that fifth.
Doc. Doc always had to get his song in.
Yeah, man. One thing that I didn't like, the Sonic Boom was so big that most of the sound was trapped under the goddamn the covering of the bleachers.
That's
And
why I'm
that's
so
what
happy they
that's
stopped
who
playing that game in the Superdome.
yeah. I mean, if they would have played the Superdome, they should have had both bands like on the sidelines type deal, not in the stands, bro. Because the boom was so goddamn big that like most of the sound was trapped under the damn overhang
That's why it didn't
from
make
the
it
upper
across the
level.
field. Gotcha.
Man, y'all still felt that damn going time of day. And that what else we played? We had that was
I
what?
think
But
I think Go to Time and Day was the only song that was just like okay. Everything else was meh.
man, what prototype was the shit?
To y'all,
Prototype was the shit.
to y'all.
Man, what?
Just keep it.
Man,
Uh,
I love it.
Make It
I
Last
love it.
Forever was good too.
Mm.
I like that Let It Burn that y'all played, man. That Let It Burn y'all played was good. And Mr. Knight had a song that y'all played that I liked.
I
I
want you.
forgot
That
what it
Janet
was.
Jackson.
No, not I Want You. It wasn't that one.
Which one?
It was another one.
In
It
04.
was something else. Um, it was an old school song.
It was a fast song or a slow song?
Yeah, it's a fast song. Boom,
I think
boom, 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 boom,
I know what song you're talking about.
um,
I can't remember the name of it right now. That used to be one of my favorite songs.
um, 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 yeah.
That ain't Joe Tex, right? That ain't
No,
Joe
that's not
Tex.
Joe Tex.
Mm-mm.
That's dang.
Man, you know what song I'm talking about, dude? I like that song that y'all played.
I
I
know
give props
exactly
to
what you're saying.
props, dude.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Like people think it's a slow song or whatever, or it kind of slows down or whatever, but it doesn't. It's real life. This is tempo the whole song.
Yep.
Dun 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 dun. Dee da da dee da da dee da da da. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep. I like that because of the two part. Mr. Knight knew how to write some damn tuba parts.
Heck yeah. Him and Mr. J is where I get my bass lines from.
Man,
You combine.
somebody said y'all marched in the golden era of college bands.
We really did. I'll be the first to say it. I can't stand bands nowadays. Like I feel like the old folk that used to say, y'all music this, that y'all music just suck, ain't got nothing to it. Man, look, I feel like all the music.
I like
Go
today's
ahead.
music. I ain't gonna lie.
Really?
The Rangers today are doing their thing. Like, well,
I ain't said the Rangers. I said the music out. The Rangers are doing amazing with the type of things that they have to work with. All music has that triplet, Migos feel to it. I'm like, come on, bro.
What's up, Ricky?
Ricky, what's up, man?
Is that the Don King of bands?
Ricky about to come in here and talk 2 straight hours about band.
We'll have to take an intermission.
Ricky about to give a whole band class. Yeah, man, it's going down tomorrow, y'all. Ricky, what's up? You got your mic on?
Hey.
Now he come in yelling.
Already so. Oh Lord, I hit on the left.
He already, man. He don't know what he doing. Hold on. Right.
What's going on, fellas?
What's up?
You late to the party, bro?
Hey, late to the party. Shit. See what I'm doing? I got hay and everything in this car.
This man here.
What's up, Spider-Man?
Man, what's good? I'm about to leave y'all so I can catch some Z's so I can be ready to put in some work tomorrow.
You coming to the principal pattern, huh? You going to the principal's office in the morning at 11, huh?
That's what you call it.
Man, it's crazy, man. But yeah, we about to wrap this up, man. It's been a good episode.
Ricky just got on. Come on, Rick. Start. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna start it for you, Ricky. Look, I ain't saying nothing tomorrow. That's all you're gonna see. That's all you're gonna see tomorrow, Ricky.
What you gonna be playing, a Star Spangled Banner?
Lift every voice.
We playing Lift Every Voice, We Shall Overcome, and Kumbaya. That's our three songs.
And then we're gonna play we're gonna play Tourist and Watch Out.
What's going on, man? How everything going for y'all fellas though? I know I'm late to the party, but I haven't seen it when I was leaving from where I was coming from. Y'all, everybody doing good?
Oh yeah.
I'll be doing better tomorrow after I hear Band Life say we are number one. I'm gonna get a recording of it, and I'm gonna have it all over social media. My media team will make sure they are in your face and ask you who's the number one band in Baton Rouge.
You ain't in Baton Rouge.
Our area code is 225. We are in the Baton Rouge metropolitan area.
You're a part of the Iberville Parish School.
Iberville, gotta pronounce it correctly.
Iberville. It's French. It's Iber.
One of the highest paying teacher salary
parishes. The second highest.
That's
cool.
Who's this? BR is in transition. This must be this must be Tori. Shout out to Tori at Baker Miller.
What they say, I know a lot of directors getting paid that bag on a big level and this.
All right, Ricky, so who your top 5 Baton Rouge bands in order?
Who that is he brought on?
Chalupa.
What up, Chalupa?
Yeah, I'm back, bro. My bad. My phone had died on me, bro.
Oh, Chalupa good, running from Ricky. Dang.
Oh no, Ricky, my dog, bro.
You say the top 5 bands in Baton Rouge?
Yeah, in order.
Damn.
Baton Rouge metropolitan area, not Baton Rouge.
All 5 of them. 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 5 of them Damn, that's hard.
Ain't that hard, huh?
Hard. Because when I say stuff, everybody take it to heart. And the way my attitude is after losing my mama, if somebody say something crazy, I'm gonna be some shit. So I'm gonna bypass on that.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
All right, fuck it. Top bands. No particular order. No particular order. Because I can't give it no order because every time Baton Rouge bands get around, motherfucker just go blowing at everybody. This nigga, come over with my bucket. This nigga got spam over there. This nigga got, I don't know. Top 5. It ain't no 5 bands in Baton Rouge. Top 5 bands in the 225. If I gotta go 225, my preferably, no preference. Bands I like to see: Blackman, St. Helena, Baker, or Struman Glen.
Okay.
I like that. That's a good list.
It is a good list. Upcoming surprise number 6 spot, Bravo.
Told y'all.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Jackson State graduate is over there, right?
But they got
It's not. No. It's not because he's a Jackson State graduate. It's because he the bros. Keep it
he's a
keep
Jackson
it real.
State graduate. He's
he the bros.
A 2-time Jackson State graduate, by the way.
he is an Omega man. Get it
He
correct.
is a 2-time Jacksonian. And he's dog team as well.
He the real dog team. He the bros.
Shout out to Barmore. Barmore had a nice battle with Booker T yesterday. Shout out to Barmore.
The thing is with Bramo, I like that he's put those kids in environments to where they want to get back, like to where they want to grow. You know, because a lot of people get back in the shop, don't want them to battle nobody. But if your kids never been put in that situation, they ain't gonna know how to prepare.
Man, Tim know what he's doing, bro. The man is Jackson State through and through. That boy is doing the damn thing. He went to see. It's something about the Jacksonians coming to Baton Rouge area and just taking over like this shit. You know, it's Jackson Rouge.
Who else in Baton Rouge?
Jackson State came to Jackson Rouge and turned it out.
It's nice seeing a good Jackson State style band in Baton Rouge, though. It really is.
But the thing is, where he from?
He's from Bogalusa. He's from Bogalusa. He graduated from Bogalusa High School. Went to Jackson State, played tuba, dog team.
He got a lot of potential for what he's done. And what I like about him, he's working like he did that clinic with Trey and them. That's something that's done everywhere.
Right.
Because you know systematically it's a lot of ego trips everywhere in band world now. Nobody want to collab with nobody else to make each other programs better.
I want to collab with Edna Karr.
Let's go.
Hey, I'm for real, Chalupa. Let's make that happen.
So you just trying to partner up with Chalupa so y'all can go at Abe. Y'all think y'all sick.
Look, I don't care nothing about Abe. I just care about sharpening my iron, and I feel like the best place to do that with my kids is Edna Karr. So what's up, Chalupa?
Man, it's whatever, bro. Like, look, we collaborate and do a joint clinic on something, you know.
Man, we'll come to your school. Y'all ain't even got to get no busting on that. Like, we'll come there.
Oh, bet that up, bro. We'll make something happen, bro.
Yeah, let's make that happen.
We'll talk.
Hey, Spider-Man, don't take them kids to Karr.
Man, why?
Man, listen. You take them kids to Karr, they all gonna transfer to Karr when they see that big man, that motherfucker look like a Lehigh Baton Rouge High stacked on top of BRCC over there. Hey, this man got a one of them LED lights. Team bust them up bedroom, enter at your own cost. You leave out your extra bus.
I don't got that yet. That's in the works.
Shit, you got that?
Hey, look, You ain't got to tell me, Ricky, that this man got an AC cooled artificial turf practice field.
I wish, Lord,
You like
I wish I had a temperature controlled field.
But
We
I'm gonna say this though. You know, world, I think a lot of directors like if I see where my homeboy, a lot of people understand that you might be a good teacher, but that you're a good band director, and just because you're a good band director, don't make you a good teacher. You know, because you see a lot of people don't know Chalupa does a lot of stuff on his own. He just got Jared back. Like Chalupa do a lot of that on his own. You know, and when you go to watch Chalupa at band when they rehearsing and you picture what's going on, you be like, damn, he do all this by himself? God damn. You know, like Plaquemine, y'all got a good system in place over there. Y'all got a damn good system. But I think Glen Oaks got a nice system. Wonder doing a good job at a Stroomer. They coming around. But I think in Baton Rouge, everybody wants to be in the all-star band culture and crank. And then when they go back to their prospective programs, they act like they forget what they was taught during the summer. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like a lot of kids, and it's just not Baton Rouge, it's a lot of places. You can see kids have more energy when they go to summer bands and all that than they have at their own school. And that's been like that for years. I don't know why. I'm still trying to figure that out. I tell a lot of kids, if you're gonna put that same energy into all-star band, you know, community band, put that into your school band too. Because all that represents your resume when you try to go somewhere.
yeah.
You know, and like I applaud what high school directors doing these days. Man, it's tough with this generation of kids.
Hey, Chalupa, what's the biggest challenge you face out there? I know y'all got a $2 billion facility and all the
Shit.
instruments in the world and brand new uniforms and 8 staff members. But you know what's
I wish I
the
had 8
number
staff
one?
members. I need 8 staff members.
Fred. What's the number one challenge you feel like you face in band today?
What you said?
That
One
boy
on one
said
challenge.
A. Yeah.
Man, ain't nobody want to start no A, bro. Like whenever they step to the King Karr, they'll get dealt with.
Bust them up, bro.
But yeah, but like first of all, shout out to all the high school bands in New Orleans. Abe, St. Og, Carver, 3 5, Douglas, Young Audience, Reed, everybody, really, everybody's putting in work. So shout out to everybody. But the biggest challenge that I would say that we face is still scheduling, man. Scheduling kids, leveling kids off and put them in the right classes and getting actual scheduling right. What people don't know is that for a lot of the past I guess since around 2017, 18-ish, you know, I really didn't have no real band classes, you know. Maybe I had like 2 or 3 kids in the band class and I had to get creative and teach during practice, you know, and I still do that. You know, last semester during COVID, because of COVID, it made the situation even worse. But last year, going into this year, my administration made it a focus on trying to fix the scheduling and putting band kids in the band class, and I thank my administration for that highly. Like last semester, I had a lot of the band in that last period of the school day, just so we get some more get some kind of teaching done and let that go into practice. Now it would have been great if I would have been able to break that class off into like level it off, but I'm grateful for that. And you know, kids still had to learn. All kids had to play all 12 scales for part of their final. You know, they had we worked. You know, and you know, this semester they're trying to get my schedule right as well. At least getting band kids at least in that last period of the day, so you could get some teaching done. But scheduling is the biggest challenge that I think a lot of band directors deal with, not just at Karr, but throughout the city of New Orleans.
Why is that such a big challenge? Because I had talked to some other directors out there, and I'm still amazed by how much y'all get done, considering y'all don't have y'all students in y'all classes. Like, all right, so if you only have like 5 or 10 band students in your class, what are you teaching during the day?
Nah, I'm teaching. I'm still teaching.
No, I'm saying what's like are you do they have you teaching other subjects? Like what's the
Nah, man, I'm gonna say this, man. During the pandemic, I had to teach. They had me. Well, we didn't even have any arts classes during the pandemic. The virtual year, I had to teach
mm-hmm.
Spanish, man. I almost quit. I was about to quit because I got my degree in music education. I'm certified K through 12 to teach music ed, right? Instrumentals like wind instruments and string instruments. I'm certified for that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was mad that I was teaching something that I didn't go to school for. Like that's not what I wanted to do. That was not my passion. That was not my why. So really, it had the 2020 wait what it was had the 21-22 school year, um, had me teaching a subject other than music, then I would definitely have quit. Um, but to answer your question, I do still teach music during the day. It's like a general music theory course, just for kids that need that art credit. A lot of seniors that need that art credit. That's fine. They learn some music stuff. But right now, well, that's this semester. Last semester, I did have kids in band classes, and I was able to get some teaching done, which I love. Now this semester, of course, they're still doing. This past week was the first week back in school, and this week they're still trying to. Well, going into this week, they're trying to get my kids back into band classes. They're trying to, and I'm confident that's gonna happen because even if it's just one period that I have the kids, I can get a lot of teaching done. You know, I'm all about being efficient in whatever way possible. But to answer your question, the reason I know you asked some earlier, you asked why is it an issue throughout the city? It's really because a lot, there's no centralized, really real school system in the city of New Orleans. Everything is chartered out. Yes, you have NOLA PS that oversees the charters, but the charters are independent and are able to run things how they want to run things. And a lot of times, because kids are so far behind academically, especially because of the pandemic, um, you're trying to have all these remedial classes to try to give our kids a chance to succeed academically. And that's really the issue right there. The pandemic set a lot of things back. And of course, with the state of Louisiana and Louisiana education, somebody's always trying to reinvent the wheel, trying to be the savior of all education and all be all. And they
That's
change some
that.
things, and that's neither here nor there. But right now, specifically, I know is a lot of kids have to take remedial classes to catch up on to try to read at grade level, to try to do math at grade level. Try to catch them up, bring them to where they got to be at. And I think that really is the problem because the pandemic messed a lot of stuff up, and we're going to feel the effects of the pandemic for a couple of years.
I think y'all shook back from the pandemic the most gracefully in the city.
Who
I,
you say,
I,
Karr?
yeah, y'all sustained and shook back real quick.
Man, we ain't make no excuses. We got the same problems everybody else does. The only difference is we didn't make no excuses. We just worked, and we still working, man. We still got the same issues everybody else got, bro. My trombone section, everybody is either their first or second year in call band, and that's a good bit of the band, first or second year in the band. But the thing is, we're putting that work and dedication, the extra love, and the kids putting in the extra work and love, because the standard changes for nobody. The standard is the standard, and we just have to work our butts off to meet that expectation. We don't make excuses. Yeah.
I have a question.
I got an answer.
I noticed this doesn't get talked about a lot, but it happens a lot in New Orleans. Why does the football teams actually take away band to be on the field and have come back after for Mardi Gras?
You said the question is why do football teams take
I'm
away from the band members? That was the question. Was that the question? Did I hear that right?
What I'm saying is, you notice say like some bands might be 35, might be 50 people. After football season, they gain 20 because the people. Do you see that as an issue or hurt the band any kind of way? Up the par, like music wise.
I can't speak for anybody else but in the car. But I will say like having a successful football team is great because they don't take from your band. You know, um, and honestly, what makes Carr so special and unique is that we support each other. The football team and the band support each other so much. It's a lot of love between both programs. We're the two biggest programs in the school. Uh, we have over 100 people in the football team and in the band, and so we support each other 110%. I do
Yeah.
have some kids that play football, and they come for parade season. Um, but it's not they don't like, hey, you play too, but no, come play football. No, it's not like that at all.
No.
One thing at Carr, we support each other, not just in football and band, but like all the extracurriculars. We support each other and make sure our kids have the opportunity to participate fully and not just in one season. Um,
Okay.
like some other schools may or may not do. And I think the key to that is having a successful band and a successful football team. Having a good football team is the biggest asset to any band program. I would say that having a successful football team is a big asset to any band program. Just from what I could see at other schools, because I've heard other band directors talking about how some coaches will be like, "Hey, man, come join the football team, or come join this team or that team," instead of being in the band because X, Y, Z. Um, but we don't have that problem at Carr. We talk and communicate. We have a great relationship, myself and all the extracurricular teams and coaches, because we all are here for the kids. At the end of the day, we're here to push our kids and give them the best opportunity possible. Um, so I
Got it.
can't speak for anybody else. All I can say talk about is Carr. In the Carr, we have a great
Got it.
relationship with everybody.
Hey, boy. But also Chalupa.
Yeah.
Um, why you think a lot of New Orleans schools don't march Mardi Gras parades like out of town, like Metairie, places like Homer, like
Money.
money?
Money. I'll tell you right now, money. Man, it costs to parade, man. These buses are expensive as hell. Security is expensive as hell. Feeding our kids is expensive as hell. Making
Oh yeah,
sure our kids are hydrated, man. Like it costs money to do these programs, to do these parades, and it makes more economic sense for the Orleans Parish bands to do parades in Orleans Parish. One, because we're in Orleans Parish and we're supporting our own city, and is a great feeling when your community and your city could see you parade in your own city. Now, nothing against the Jefferson Parish parades, because we did one last year. It To me, it wasn't the same feeling as being in Orleans Parish. Um, I don't know, it's just something about marching down Napoleon, St. Charles, Canal Street. Um,
yeah.
it's something about I mean, you home. It's something about marching on those streets that you don't get that everywhere else.
Mhm.
Well,
It's not
that's
the it's not the same feeling.
Making that turn on St. Charles.
Hell yeah, but it just makes more economic sense, and from a pride aspect, a local community pride aspect, it makes more sense to do your parade in your parish. You're gonna see more of your people, more of your relatives and whatnot, your friends. Yeah, people will come out see you in Metairie because Metairie is right there. Like, just Metairie is the greater New Orleans area, right? Is in the 504 area code.
Hmm.
But Orleans Parish, in New Orleans, we a little different. We brag a little different. Um, it just makes more sense for your school culture and pride to march in Orleans Parish, and it's just more economical. Well, bus wise, it don't make a difference because you still in the same area, Jefferson Parish, Orleans Parish. It's like a Jefferson Parish school. It makes more sense for them to march more majority Jefferson Parish parades
all right.
because they're in Jefferson Parish.
Now answer this question: Why do and this like everywhere? This just a random band.
Hmm.
Why do when like people be on the internet talking about they gonna bust this band up, they do this, they gonna do that, but when you are at the line when you at a parade. Everybody say, "Oh, we want Karr," and you say, "I'm gonna be there," and everybody 10 minutes before the parade come and won't pull at you. Why do you think fans be late on parade route?
It's a lot of reasons, man. It could be any number of reasons. One, it could be the bus company's fault. It really could be the bus company's fault. Like the bus company could be just late, or because they might have to the bus drivers might have to drive their routes and drop kids off after school, and be late to picking up a band, or excuse me, or it might be the band was just late because they was trying to get some more practice in before the parade,
All right.
or it could be a number of things, man. So I can't answer that, you know.
Now, I have another question for you.
Yeah.
How? Because what's missing from a lot of band is excitement. Like when people see the purple and gold Cougar, Edna Karr Cougar team bus, and he drum major blow tweet, they get in line. And they know from the time the drum major blow the whistle and they march off, it's gonna be exciting. How do you give advice to young band directors that's been in the game 3 years or less? Just say 5 years, build a program, build a band. How can they get that band to that exciting point? Not like Karr, not whatever Karr do, but like that energy, that fire. You get what I'm saying?
The band is a direct reflection of the band director and the band staff. So your personality is gonna shine through your band. Your band is gonna take on the personality of the band director. But I can't say. My thing would be just do you, be yourself, and just be true to you. Don't try to be anybody else.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about
Yeah.
Bring all programs to a point to where, like when people see Karr, when people see Karr get off the bus at the parade, first thing they say, man, they feel hi y'all, they gonna have that energy. You know what I'm saying? And
Well,
and like you say, even with the football team, y'all did that entrance to
the David Band and everything. Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? When y'all did that, that took y'all nationwide. That made more people look at the band and the football team on the same aspect.
Well, that's a two-part question. Again, big shout out to Coach Bryce Brown, who's my classmate. We both graduated at the same time at Karr. Doing tremendous things with the band, with the football program. I mean, we just a lot of support. It's a very symbiotic relationship between the football team and the band. That's not something that you see everywhere. It's what we have going on at Karr is something special that you don't find everywhere. Now, as far as I don't know, man, what can I tell somebody? Just be you, man. All I can do is be myself and bring my energy, have my energy at 110% all the time. And kids feed off of you. Kids are a reflection of you. Your students will be a reflection of you. So just be yourself, man. If don't try to be like nobody else. Just be yourself, man. The excitement part, that if you're an exciting person, if you're a hype person, I mean, your band's gonna take on your personality.
And
if you were sticking in the mud, your band gonna take on your personality.
And a lot of people they don't really understand about that. Like you got everybody knows Chalupa put on the glasses. It's about to be a show. Everybody know when Johnny do the Johnny Shuffle, it's gonna be a show.
The Johnny Shuffle.
Johnny Shuffle.
Fuck, that's what it called. Like Johnny told Cooley, man, you still in my But
Yeah,
man, a lot of bands. And do you think band kids these days act different to the song that is being passed, the music being passed out to their program? They want to play certain things they don't want to play.
It's all about how you sell it, man. It's all about how you sell it. Of course, there's gonna be some songs that the kid not gonna want to play. They're not giving it all, but it's all about how you sell it, what you present. and the mentality in your band program. At Karr, man, we a little different. We appreciate music from all aspects, man. Sometimes some of my students will come at me with some old school songs that I wouldn't even have thought of. Like, man, what the hell is that song? And they just have the diverse love of just music. And if you can instill it into your students, it don't matter what you pass out, as long as it sounds good, as long as you sell it the right way, they'll play the piss out of it. We've
Yeah,
been on the phone for a long time.
I ain't gonna lie. I really like what's going on in the band world in the state of Louisiana. You got schools that rectifying, rebuilding programs, and directors are staying with them a little longer than what normally people normally do. Because this generation, 1 or 2 years, they gone. So man, I tell you, Chalupa, I tell all the directors that show love at times when I come out their programs. I'm a talk shit, but a lot of people don't know. D knew what was going on, but over the past 3 years after COVID, man, the band world been my outlet to kind of stay focused and not get no trouble and not do nothing because I was being a caretaker to my mom, and
Yeah.
she passed away recently in December, but I was able to come to the combine. I was able to go to the Sugar Bowl parade, and like Baton Rouge, when I see directors or people in the band world, they actually have love. You know what I'm saying? And for me, that's a big thing for me because I'm like a brand new baby in the world. Got to reset life because all I knew was my mama. Take care of my mama. Take care of my mama. Now I got a lot of free time and don't know what to do. So if y'all see me at a parade rock, you nigga ass, that's because I want to see that shit. That's my therapy. It ain't just because I'm a band head. Everybody got to go to the council. I go to the band.
It's real, bro. Music saves lives, bro, and it affects so many people in so many different ways. So it's all love, bro. We got your back, bro. Music is therapy to us all. Music is a therapy.
And I'm glad my partner back, Mr. Baldhead himself, Jay Grove.
That's my brother, bro.
Hey, that dude, Spider-Man. Are y'all doing battle band?
Say it again.
Y'all doing a spring battle band?
That's still up in the air. Our schedule is so busy right now that it's just been real tough to see about hosting our own.
This all I need. I grab a microphone right here for y'all. Y'all have a
Dr. Phil.
We are gonna host a drumline battle though.
Hey, Spider-Man.
What up?
I need to get with you and Anthony soon because people been asking me to do something like an event, and so not a band. So I'll be coming over there soon.
You know where we at? Anytime. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right, y'all. Well, look, it's been fun talking to y'all.
All I know is Chalupa
what you know, bro?
Man, Ricky, it's time to wrap it up, bro.
Man,
I know. I'm just messing with y'all. Hey, Chalupa.
Man, ain't nobody running from nobody.
When your first parade, Chalupa?
February 2nd. February 2nd.
I'm coming wherever Edna Karr at, and I'm kicking him in the knee and running.
Come on, bro. You got the other knee. We still gonna kick your ass.
Hey, listen. Hey, look.
Yeah.
Look, Spider-Man. Somebody was telling us, Chalupa ain't got no trombone. Chalupa ain't got this. That was last year, boy. Me and D walked that fucking parade on the West Bank. That fucking trombone was pushing the fucking wig off my head. And I know I'm bald headed.
Facts.
I don't went to Edna Karr football game already this year. I know what Chalupa got. He ain't got nowhere. He ain't got nowhere,
bro. What you talking about?
I'm talking about on the fucking parade route when you standing right there between the drum majors and Chalupa and the trombone. Motherfucking sound that fucking wall slapping your ass. Pow!
Oh, I already know.
We pool, bro. Stop lying to these people, bro. We pool.
Hey, listen.
Y'all the worst band wearing purple in the state.
Yup, we sure is, bro. We the poorest band in New Orleans.
New Orleans bands?
Huh?
Y'all want to hear my top 5 New Orleans bands?
Before you
Sure.
get it, I want to ask this to Chalupa right quick because I know you about to
What's
get
up?
off.
Yeah.
Are we gonna see Karr and Craigmont?
It's a possibility. We saw it a little bit at the Jackson State Battle of the Bands.
I don't want a little bit. I want a lot of bit.
We'll see, man. I don't even know what parade if we're in the same parades, man. You know. Shout out to Deontay working his kids over there at Craigmont. We'll see, man. You know, Karr, wherever we line up, everybody tends to find their way to where Karr at. You know, we're everybody's Super Bowl. So we get everybody's best. So we got to come hard every single time against whoever it is.
Man, somebody told me Karr is the Dallas Cowboys of bands.
Oh, for real? I could have sworn we was the Tom Brady, Bill Belichick Patriots of New Orleans bands.
I don't
I
know.
could have sworn we was the
Hey.
Phil Jackson Bulls and Lakers of New Orleans band.
I don't know, man.
You know, somebody told us it was the KD and Curry Warriors of New Orleans band.
They comparing you to Jerry Jones, bro. I'm just saying.
Jerry Jones got Super Bowl rings though.
Yeah, that was in the 80s and the 90s.
Nice. Hey man, Karr is the standard. So we are everybody's Super Bowl. We are everybody's Super Bowl. So everybody comes at us hard, and I love it. You know, even bands that people claim are poo, they're gonna sound decent against Karr. They're gonna give us their best, and I love that, and I respect them for that. And I can only show my love and respect by giving them our best back.
All right, man. So on that note, fellas, it's been a good episode. Man, I appreciate y'all for coming on. And we'll be back next Sunday, man. Episode 3. Y'all be easy.
Hey, well, one thing I'm gonna say this: if they got any out of town bands coming to the city, y'all do not want to see these New Orleans bands, bro. Everybody is coming with that smoke.
I'm coming to see all New Orleans bands except the top 5.
Is holding it down.
I'm coming to see everybody outside the top 5.
Spider-Man, I got a question. Why is you scared of their top 5?
I ain't scared of them. I know I ain't ready. I don't have the trumpets for their top 5. I'll openly admit it. I don't have the trumpets for their top 5.
Hold on. Let me.
All right, y'all. Look, I'ma holler at y'all, bro. We've been on here for forever and a day. So yeah, have a good night.
We out, y'all.
Nah.